countdown is on from America's Dairyland in Milwaukee, Wisconsin at Fiserv Forum. The Pistons taking on the Bucks. Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA Ball. This is Brian Anderson with Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill, and giving us the rundown from the sidelines, reporter Allie LaForce. A look at the starting group for the Pistons. They've got Hayes, Thompson out there with Isaiah Stewart. Then there's Kate Cunningham, and it's Duren in at the center position. And for Milwaukee, Giannis and Lopez together down low. Filling out the wings, it's Beasley and Middleton, and it's Lillard in at the point. Well, Clark, being that we're early in the season, what would you say to teams that have gotten off to rough starts?
Well, I think you got to keep your eye on the big picture, Brian. I mean, the season has just started, and there's plenty of time to get things right. No reason to panic. You got to stay even-keeled here.
So the Bucks win the tip. Fires the three. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
The range Dame possesses is exceptional. That's what it takes to be logo Lillard.
Here's Cunningham. Thompson outside. Cunningham with the ball. Middleton covering. And Chris Middleton gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
And just wasn't able to set up in time.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
And that one's good. Cunningham.
And you got to defend better than that. I mean, that's a good look for him.
And you do not want to let him get going early because that can get you cooked.
And here's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for Detroit. And just about a minute into this first quarter. 14 feet away. Milwaukee with the rebound. And this is their first time matched up with the Pistons this year.
Talent-wise, they've got the upper hand. I mean, they won every matchup between these teams last year.
Guys, they deserve a lot of credit for not losing focus and letting one slip away. They came to play every time, and I expect that'll be the case tonight.
Oh, my goodness!
Disrespectful. Yeah, usually Duren is more of a finisher, but being selfless with the ball is a good thing for him in the long run.
Once again, an explosive highlight on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam.
No surprise there. I mean, realizing he has the size advantage, he exploits it perfectly.
Well, Clark, with his mix of power and length, at times Giannis can seem unstoppable.
You know what? Not often is it that one guy forces teams to reconsider their whole defensive game plan, but Giannis forces you to build the wall because you don't want him getting downhill, or you'll make you suffer the consequences.
And that one's good. Lillard.
I love how tricky Dame can be. He uses a pull-up J to catch the defender totally off balance.
Tried to come right back with a three of his own, but it's no good. Count it. Lillard's got 8.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Here's Cunningham. Rejected by Lopez.
Lopez showing off the length there to get to that shot.
Duren with the bucket.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
And that one's good. Middleton.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Now a timeout called by Detroit. And you think about the value of continuity, Clark. A new coaching staff for these Bucks, but the roster has had plenty of time to develop chemistry.
Well, I'll tell you what, Giannis is at the center of everything they do, BA, including winning that championship. Not many conflicting personalities certainly helps, and these guys are well molded together.
Portis, he's checked in for the Bucks. Connaughton comes in for Beasley, and a new group getting ready for the Pistons. Wiseman, he's checked in for Duren. Bagley comes in for Stewart. Harris is checked in for Thompson, and Ivy subbed in for Hayes. On target from range. He has 6.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
Cunningham against Lillard. Harris outside. and he makes it on the layup.
You know, guys, Harris has proven to be more than just a shooter. Harris also comfortable finishing over aggressive defense.
Here's Lillard. And there it is for him.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Bagley, no good. Just a big-time effort for Damian Lillard, providing a lot of energy for Milwaukee. He put together 10 points in the quarter. We'll be back in a moment. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
Well, they found a groove, and it's from distance, so knocking them down from the three-point land never hurts.
Another big component of their game early on has been their execution on the fast break. They're getting a bunch of easy baskets, pushing it in transition.
Setting the floor for Detroit. Joe Harris out there with Marvin Bagley. Then there's Ivy. Then there's James Wiseman. And it's Burks in at the shooting guard position.
Boy, plays with such an edge. His style is tenacious.
Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Ivy's got his first 2 points.
Just finding room to go to work inside. Ivy really relies on his physical abilities to get a close-range shot.
Ooh, rejected by Wiseman. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession. Stewart, he's checked in for Detroit. Thompson comes in for Harris. Lillard passes to Connaughton. Good. And it's Lillard who picks up the assist. Lillard's got 3 assists now in this one. Outside Burks. Over Crowder. And there's another one for the Pistons.
We see this every night. He has the skill and versatility to keep a defense guessing.
Here's Lillard. There's contact, but Lillard slips through. And today's team's all looking to space the floor with shooters, Clark. Thinking back, you ever wonder why it took so long to catch on?
I haven't thought about it in that context, BA, but I think part of it is you got to have a lot of shooters to take advantage of it first and foremost. And now, again, with the likes of Steph Curry and Klay Thompson and Damian Lillard and so many other outstanding perimeter shooters, more and more of those guys are coming into the league and following their example.
Pass to Burks. Shoots over Connaughton. Crowder grabs the miss.
Well, that's a good player missing from point-blank range. That's one you got to convert.
And that one's good. Middleton.
Middleton's so good under pressure. He's always composed and under control.
And Clark with Jay Crowder, he's always been an asset for a team in contention.
Defensively, he's versatile. He can defend a number of different positions when you look at Jay Crowder. And that allows him to be a guy that you can give good minutes to in the playoffs.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Well, everybody knows that Giannis Antetokounmpo is not just one of the best bigs in the league, but one of the best teammates all the way around. People say about him, he does everything. His teammates say he deals with guys, takes good care of them, makes sure they're healthy from top to bottom. He's the ultimate leader.
Special talent, Allie, and a special person. Thanks for that. And some changes here for the Bucks. Brook Lopez is checked in for Portis, and Beasley has subbed in for Connaughton. Duran, he's checked in for Detroit. Cade Cunningham comes in for Burks. Well, you look at the length and athleticism of this young Pistons roster, Grant. Quite the foundation.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, those are things you can't teach. So the rate at which this new-look coaching staff develops that will determine just how quickly they can deliver on that innate capability.
Lillard passes to Crowder. Good. And it's Lillard who picks up the assist. Lillard's got 5 assists tonight.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
Yeah, and they either have been unwilling or unable to take that shot away.
Now a timeout called by Detroit. Wow, Damian Lillard really having a great game.
Well, you know, he's destroying them right now, guys. This defense has to make an adjustment to try and cool him off.
So for the Pistons, Bagley comes in for Stewart, and Harris is subbed in for Thompson. 56 seconds left in the second quarter. And there is a whistle. That goes on Damian Lillard. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
There's 53 seconds left in the second period. Here's Bagley. No points so far. And stolen by Middleton.
One thing they've been able to do in the first half is control the ball. They've given it up only once.
Beasley for three. The Pistons clear it. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
You know, in that game, it was just too much disparity in effort level between the two teams, especially on the glass.
You know, I think that was the big difference in the game. One team was pounding the glass relentlessly, while the other team, not so much.
Lillard looking around. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks. They have a confident 20-point lead right now. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with efficiency. More 2K action in just a moment.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually, Damian Lillard has been having a big night. He had 14 points, 2 rebounds, and 5 assists. It's been quite a night so far for him. And Kenny, what did you think about what we saw from Milwaukee?
They had a tremendous first half from the three-point line. Their shot selection was pretty sound, considering how many threes they took. And the confidence of the shooters, now that's outstanding.
And Shaq, what are your thoughts on Detroit?
It's their defense that's put them in this spot. Giving up easy looks all over the place. It's like they don't have even a game plan in place. Check out the field goal defense. Well, that's not going to cut it. Only one.
And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. What a game we're seeing from Damian Lillard.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Filling out the wings, it's Beasley and Middleton. Giannis and Lopez together down low. And it's Lillard in at the point guard position. And that's the group for Adrian Griffin as we begin the second half. Antetokounmpo finds Lopez. Beasley for three. Detroit with a rebound. Cunningham's got 4 rebounds now. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
And getting up close and personal, Cunningham knows he can get his shot to go inside.
Milwaukee has gotten 7 of 12 three-point attempts to fall. Lillard passes to Antetokounmpo. From outside, off the mark. Well, the Pistons shooting only 40% from the floor in this game. And when it comes to Giannis Antetokounmpo, such a lovable player on and off the floor, Clark.
Yeah, he really is. I mean, he's just such a carefree, gregarious, outgoing personality. Somebody that doesn't take himself too seriously, and he likes to tell his fair share of dad jokes, too, which is pretty endearing.
Hayes for three. Here's Duran. That one no good. Good D by Antetokounmpo. Milwaukee has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Chalk up 2 there. Antetokounmpo's got 6.
He drops yet another dive, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Stewart with it. Middleton covering. On the wing, Thompson. 6 on the shot clock. Over Middleton. Here's Duran. Misses off the left iron.
Not much falling for him this quarter, guys, and you can sense his frustration.
A nice shot by Lillard.
Boy, he's just zoned in. In most cases, taking quality shots very much within the flow of the offense.
Lillard against Cunningham. Here's Duran. Thompson scanning the floor. poked loose and stolen by Beasley. And the Bucks pushing it up now. For three, here's Lillard. The rebound by Stewart. For Detroit, they've got just 2 of 6 in the second half. Here's Hayes, and finished off by Hayes.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, Bogdanovich may not be a star, but he has respect. All-star Kevin Durant said, quote, guys like him challenge you with their fundamentals. He can dribble, shoot, and pass. He's methodical and efficient with his movements. A guy like that can play with his brain and also with his skills. It presents a unique challenge. Brian?
Boy, that is the truth. Nice stuff there, Allen. Thank you. And his 5th basket. Now 5 for 8. Looking comfortable out there. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the 3rd quarter. Cunningham against Lillard. The 17-footer. And that one's good. Cunningham's got 8.
A sharp shooter from the mid-range. Cunningham doesn't need much room to feel comfortable firing away.
Pass to Beasley. The 3 is up. Detroit with a rebound. Thompson outside. The offensive rebound.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out. Ugh.
Those are free points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks with an impressive 16-point lead heading into the break. They just can't miss right now. Every shot they're taking, you assume, is going in. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the 4th quarter, but stranger things have happened. And it's Lillard with the ball for Milwaukee. They led the game at one point by 20, setting the floor for the Pistons. Cade Cunningham out there with Alec Burks. Then it's Joe Harris. Then it's Marvin Bagley. And it's Wiseman in at the center position. Offensive rebound. Wiseman. Good D by Antetokounmpo.
Well, you know, stopping him is never easy to do, but the defense was strong there.
Oh, there's the alley. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
Lillard's passing game, a thing of beauty. Got that ball to a guy who had a quality look and got it to him on time.
Burks passes to Wiseman. Now Cunningham. Scoring in the NBA is the highest it's been in over 50 years, Clark. You think it's time for some rule changes to help the defense?
You know, I'm not sure where you would go in that regard because every rule change, for the most part, has certainly tilted towards the offense recently. And I don't necessarily have a problem with that. The NBA has made it clear that entertainment is a core pillar, and appeasing and appealing to their fans is a huge driver, and that means more offense as opposed to more defense.
Here's Antetokounmpo. That one's good. 7 for 10 now.
And Antetokounmpo showing his versatility yet again. His dribble moves are virtually unguardable.
Inside. And it's Wiseman with the jam.
He was gripping the rock on the way to the slam.
No way he was going to get stripped on that one.
Better safe than sorry, right?
And it's Antetokounmpo with the miss.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Pass to Beauchamp. Portis with it. Now Connaughton. For 3, here's Lillard. That one's true. And that's 9 for 12 for him now. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Milwaukee.
I like the fact that they've been very aggressive at the defensive end, tenacious. They're jumping passing lanes and coming away with a lot of steals.
And let's talk about their blocks. When you're facing a team swatting shots, it becomes a mental situation as well. Makes you think twice before you fire.
Let's take a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Damian Lillard.
You know, honestly, I'm a bit in shock. I mean, he couldn't miss. Just look at this stat line. You've got to really see it to believe it. Complete confidence and all-out effort from him. And, you know, he made sure this was his night in spades.
Well, you know, he'd been struggling lately. This one was a big one for him. He roared back, made sure to snap that cold streak tonight. Shoots. That one rolls around and rims out.
Well, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain.
Here's Payne. Detroit with a rebound.
Showing great intensity around the rim is part of why he's a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
That one falls.
Hey, this was exactly the kind of game Coach wanted to see from them. High effort, great play at both ends, gets the win for the Bucks.
They looked to run anytime they could.
They set the tone with their pace. Their transition game was excellent.
And it's a performance that will signify their 5th win of the year.
And this was a telling game. They'll meet 4 times this season, and I'd say it looks like a good matchup for them. They'll be looking forward to their next 3 meetings against Detroit.
And what a huge performance it was for Damian Lillard.
Gotta respect the leadership he showed today. Made great reads and distributed the ball accordingly. This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
Here's Duran. And the layup is good off the glass.
Unfortunately for them, they're still going to come up short. You wish they'd shown this kind of fight earlier.
Yeah, you know, I agree with you. They waited too long to finally ramp themselves up.
And up the court come the Pistons on the break. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And out of bounds, Milwaukee will have it.
Pistons substitution.
Milwaukee with the ball. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Good. And the Bucks lead by 20.
Their home crowd has energized them all game. Now they're closing it out.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
These calls can be so difficult for officials to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think you got it right. The defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
And so he's able to get 1 of 2. Lillard outside. From deep 3-point range. And the Bucks hit again from deep.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
And so it's Milwaukee easily grabbing this one. We saw 2 different teams tonight. One played with confidence, operating flawlessly. The other just looked lost.
And the energy in this building was awesome. The crowd was involved from the jump, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see how it all came together.
All right, let's go courtside to Allie LaForce with our player of the game. Allie, it's all yours.
Dame, for those of us watching, what does it feel like to be in a shooting groove like you were in tonight?
It feels like a workout. You know, when I'm doing my summertime workouts, even after practice sometimes, I'm just trying to get hot, you know, trying to get that rhythm. And that's what it feels like, you know, when you hold yourself to that standard of just making shots, being consistent at it and just getting hot, you know, and that's kind of what it felt like.
I can guarantee you none of our workouts feel like that, but thanks for the show tonight, Dame.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching. So long, everyone.